Hey everyone, Bim to the Bone here again on the show floor at AU, and here at the SYNCHRO booth. And as a lot of you know, big fan of SYNCHRO. We use them on a lot of different projects, and I've got John with SYNCHRO here with me. How's it going, John? Been a good show?
It has been. I love coming to AU because a lot of our customers are Autodesk users, and so this is actually the best place to meet as many customers as pretty much anywhere.
The great thing about SYNCHRO, IFC support, so many different file formats, add-ins, and go straight out of Navis and Revit. So you really do support everyone in the industry, though.
We really do. And we love working with Autodesk because, like you said, a lot of our users go straight from Revit to SYNCHRO, but a lot of them get their models from subcontractors and from their own sources, federated in Navisworks for design review. And then with our plugin, we go right from Navis to SYNCHRO, and they really like that workflow. So you go from design review to construction planning.
Now, what's been hot here? I've heard good things about SYNCHRO and the HoloLens. Everybody trying to come around and check that out. How's that been?
Yeah, the HoloLens is a real draw, and that's an important area of development for us. Is two areas. One is the mobile technology, which on our iPad app enables you to track the progress of works at the job site. And with the API, which we have called Link, when you hit the sync button, it'll automatically update your SYNCHRO model so that the planner gets instant information on what the status of the work in the field. With the HoloLens, obviously that hardware, when it becomes mature, will allow workers in the field to be able to status progress of work wearing the HoloLens and controlling the experience. Right now, we're able to immerse a user into that experience, but on an animation only. So a SYNCHRO output can go into HoloLens and you can be immersed in a very cool experience, which you can try, Josh. But shortly, we'll have the user controlling the experience, which means they can move the time and space so that they can actually interrogate what they're doing.
So I've got my own personal stories of with SYNCHRO and communicating with owners and seeing the feedback that they actually start to understand the project, that we've cut time out of schedules because they, as opposed to these traditional Gantt charts and these milestone dates that they're focusing on, they really get a whole picture and a better understanding. You've got great stuff on your website, a lot of case studies. What's the one that stands out to you as far as just a story?
Yeah, I think based on what you're saying, I'll tell this story. So the project you have here on the screen, which makes a hugely complex renovation of an old shutdown power plant that's going to be turned into a fabulous conference center, retail space, tourist attraction, major project. Skanska is the prime contractor, and we're working with them. And we have somebody that updates their schedules. We have somebody that updates their schedules every week using SYNCHRO's synchronization capability. And what they find is that when they bring the schedule data in from, in this case, ASTA, that SYNCHRO is actually finding all these errors in the schedule, so that they go back to the planning team and tell them to fix these things even before it's in SYNCHRO. And then when it's in SYNCHRO, they're finding a lot of logistical clashes in a very complex area, so that literally every week, team gets together, they look for clashes, congested areas, safety risks with crane overhead work and so forth, find it ahead of time, fix it, and that project is going so smoothly right now. It's an amazing job site. If you're ever in London, check it out.
So that's one of the things I've experienced myself is working with SYNCHRO, getting everyone in this room that the animation's this byproduct on the back end, but it's all the conversations that happen when you're sitting around SYNCHRO learning the project, really deep diving into it, that this planning is what's on the back end of this. Most people don't, until they really experience that themselves, engage the safety manager, engage everyone on the team, and help them see this ahead of time. It's just, I'm a fan.
Yeah, exactly. But it's that collaborative teamwork environment that is so important in construction that technology frequently does not account for. They allow you to automate a lot of things, but the human factor of collaboration and teamwork is so enhanced by SYNCHRO, and everything tends to go smoother when it's being used more frequently.
And one last thing, let me just say the content that you have out there from education, the videos that you have online, the resources that you have within your team, thank you for making the transition so easy with all the learning materials that you have. I hope that others in the industry will take their software solutions and dedicate as much time and resources to support and training. So
I really appreciate that feedback, Josh. I mean, at SYNCHRO, we look for inbound clients like yourself to give us this feedback so we produce the best support material and interface that we can. It's really to us drives success. An educated user is a much more productive user.
You've got to go online, download the trial, give them a chance. You'll find that if you really engage this software, you get the conversations going around it, you'll be really impressed with what can come out of it. So thank you. Keep up the good work, guys.